What is going on, guys? It's Drakesy back with a brand new video, and today we are doing a review on the Manchester United Norwich match. Now, it's a bit different to the usual content on the channel, but I had to do it. I'm so happy with the match that's just been on. We're in Manchester right now. I'm recording just after the match. The rain is pouring, the old man is snoring, and Manchester United have just won a match. 4-0. 4-0 in the Premier League, would you believe it? Now, it is against one of the teams that are near the bottom of the table. I'm going to be honest, I think they might actually be touching the bottom now, Norwich, but they play some decent football. So to get a result like 4-0 against a quality team, Premier League team, come on, let's be honest, it's fantastic, fantastic stuff to see. It was a really, really good game to see, not something that I've been saying this season much, but yeah, I just want to run you through. So if you don't know, now you know the score. I'm sorry if you've just seen it from me and it's been spoiled, but yeah, you're watching this, I'm guessing you want to know the score. The goals were 27 minutes, Rashford got a goal with an assist from Mata. 52 minutes, Rashford got a penalty, so yeah, he scored the penalty, fantastic stuff again. 54 minutes, 2 minutes after the last goal, Martial scored an absolutely fantastic header, something we don't see enough from that guy. Once again, a ball delivered in from Mata, and then the last goal was fantastic, and that was Greenwood, and that is the story of the game. 4-0, really, really good to see. The starting lineup, not the usual. It was a bit of a different one. We actually started with Mata out on the right wing, which was something that, you know, to be honest, a lot of people I saw knocking online, but at the end of the day, I heard a few things that I kind of agree with, and the opinion is he's in the squad. We've said he's a good squad player. If there's a game that you want to play this guy, it's going to be against these lower quality teams that he can dictate the play. And to be honest, I've been seeing him as a central number 10 kind of figure when he plays, but today on that right wing, the balls he's been delivering in, we've been asking to stop crossing in a ball. It's all we seem to do, and we're like, oh, we never get anywhere with the ball being crossed in. But then if we have somebody who can cross a ball, we score goals. Juan Mata was doing incredible things on the right side of the field today. No, I'm not going to start preaching, and I don't want anybody to start preaching that Juan Mata needs to be starting every game there, because let's be honest, the guy's lost a yard of pace in the years that he's been at Manchester United. You know, in his Chelsea days, you could have probably stuck him out there, possibly the first second year, you know, around that time he could have probably done the job, but he has lost that yard of pace, and that's kind of why he's fit more into the centre of the park. But today I'm not going to say anything against the guy. The guy had a fantastic game, possibly the man of the match, because I didn't expect it from him. There's a few contenders for man of the match, but I'll get onto that in a bit. But yeah, really, really good stuff to see from him on the right side of the pitch. Today as well, like I said, Rashford, you're going to get good stuff from Rashford. Rashford is quality. You can't hate the guy, honestly. If you're a Manchester United fan and you've ever said anything bad, please, please understand that, take it back. This guy is something special, as we've all been saying for many years. But, you know, I've got to the point sometimes last season when he went on that drought of scoring, and I was like, did we overhype him? Have we overhyped him? We've not hyped this guy up enough, honestly. I love Rashford, and a game like today, once again, I know it's Norwich, but they are Premier League quality. He shows it. What a fantastic, fantastic player he was today. Again, the same from Martial. Now, one thing I did notice watching the game, people do say that Martial's not tenacious enough. He doesn't try, he doesn't follow the ball, he doesn't track back. That guy was trying so much. Like, honestly, watching him today, I think it's his face, his general appearance of looking not too bothered constantly. Like, if I can get a picture of his face here, you know, that general face of just nothingness, I think maybe make people think the wrong thing about Martial. I think the guy tries so much, but he just has that constant can't be arsed face about him. But no, I think he was fantastic today, constantly pressing the defence of Norwich, making them absolutely petrified, getting in behind. Honestly, what a fantastic game from him. Now I do want to say about Norwich as well, I'm going to be honest, they were missing Pukki. Now I know he's not been in the best form, but obviously that is their main striker, and they've been missing him today for today's game. I think it was injury, I don't think it was suspension. So, you know, they're missing one of their key players up front, so, you know, them not scoring, not too much of a surprise. But I did want to say that there was actually a chance just before half time. I think it was around 44 minutes, and Buendia and Cantwell joined up and they tried to get in a goal, honestly, and it was the form that we've been on in previous weeks, that would have been a goal every day, but Big Dave gets down, makes a fantastic save down to his bottom left, and he just manages to save it. It's those kind of, on FIFA I think it's classed as a finesse shot, you know what it would have been. So, you know, the finesse shot from Cantwell, and as he goes to take the shot, just fantastic reflexes from Big Dave. So once again, the guy that's not been in the best form this season, showing his quality. The guy is the best goalkeeper in the world, and I've said it 1,000 times. You know, he's not been in the best run of form recently, but I would have nobody else in that net. Like, you give me unlimited transfer funds, that guy's in net every single time for me. So fantastic to see from him as well. Like I said, it was all round very well. There is a player I do want to speak about, and like I said, I didn't want to speak about man of the matches, but Brandon Williams, what a player. This guy is our starting left back. Honestly, the passion that guy shows on the pitch. People talk about the step up and the step up from youth playing on under 23s to that, like the men's game, you know, the top tier. He seems to slot in so well, and I think he is. Not defending, I wouldn't say he's our best fullback, but, you know, Wan-Bissaka defending, honestly, the guy's got it hands down. But I think Wan-Bissaka could learn a thing from the attacking side of a fullback in a modern day game from Brandon Williams. The guy has got skill coming out of his ears, honestly, and it's just that passion. Like, it's that same kind of thing that we saw from McTominay when he first came into the team, and he still shows it. I'm not saying anything against McTominay, I think he's just out at the moment, that's why I'm saying at the moment, but Brandon Williams has got that same thing that seems to be bred in the youth academy, that just passion and willingness to just get into the team. Now obviously he makes a few mistakes, he's young, he's learning, and I don't think that could be put against the guy because he's learning. You know, he's a youth academy product, and he's coming straight into the first team. And honestly, for me, I know I said I wouldn't speak about man of the matches. I think for me, out of the three, in all honesty, 3 man of the matches would be Rashford, Mata or Brandon Williams, and I think I'm teetering on Mata, but it's so close between Brandon Williams. Like, I just love the way he plays for the badge. You don't see that enough these days, and honestly, the guy developing, I'd love to see him in the squad full time, honestly, as our starting left back. Nothing against Shaw, I just think Shaw's not there at the moment, and at the end of the day, it's a game, it's a business, we need to win games. Brandon Williams, he petrifies me, and I'm watching him, literally, he petrifies me, something rotten. So yeah, would love to see him more in the first team, and like I said, I'm sure we will over the coming years at United. But I think that left back spot, I was a bit thinking, you know, maybe we could sign somebody January, summer. I don't know if we need to. I don't know whether, maybe I'm speaking out of turn, maybe we could do with another one if we do have players like Ashley Young leaving the squad, which looks very possible. Somebody who can maybe help at the fullback positions, just to kind of help build up our squad, potentially even somebody, you know, of good quality from another league. But I think we're okay for the time being to get into top 4 with the squad, with the defending side of stuff on fullbacks. I think we're okay. Maybe a centre half, maybe another potentially, but Bailly or Bailey, however you say it, it looks like he's coming back as well. He's been playing with the under-23, so it would be great to see him. But speaking about the goals, so the first goal, Rashford, fantastic goal. Delivery in from Juan Mata. It's a great ball, but let's not take away from the fact of Rashford stretching out and managing to keep the control of the ball. 27 minutes in, he stretches out. It's Zlatan-esque. He's like running in behind the players, and just far side of the goal, far left side, he just stretches out his leg, like I said, Zlatan-esque, and just manages to tap it in. That control's fantastic. Once again, the guy is so young, and the quality of him just astounding stuff. Can't wait for future years with Rashford up top. The next goal actually came after half time, so like I said, we had a kind of quieting down and stuff. I think I say quieting down on a goal front, but it was constant United punishment on that back line, like I said, of Norwich. And it's weird because I wasn't expecting it. I know that sounds weird, but yeah, wasn't expecting it, so it's really good to see when we do see it. I just hope that we can kind of show that a bit more. Like I said, usually teams like the lower half teams that we've been playing, we struggle against the most. The top 6 teams we've been doing all right against, like getting decent results, but it's these lower teams, like I said. Now, I know Norwich play an open, expansive kind of style of play, which does open them up to these counter-attacking, but they just look completely lost today, and it's really good to see. It backs up the strength in the players, and especially all the stuff going on and off the pitch with the man that we shall not mention, Mino. You know, let's not even get into that side of stuff, and just other stuff in the club that's generally unhealthy. There's a lot of talk about Bruno Fernandes, Ruben Neves. You know, some of these players would be great for our midfield. If we can sign couple of players this window. We're in good stead, honestly. It'd be great to see us maybe sign another forward, potentially a midfielder, and potentially, like I said, maybe a winger type player. That would be potentially something on the right side that we could do with, and once again maybe a centre half, but we'll just have to see. I'm not too desperate. Maybe 3 more signings, 2 more signings this window would be great to see. I'm sorry I'm speaking so much about what's gone on, but yeah. So we go in for half time, and as usual, back out. Ollie must have been, honestly, drilling those players something rotten in the changing rooms. This game's ours. Why haven't we scored more? Get into it, lads. Get going. And straight out of the box, straight out of the changing room, should I say, 52 minutes, not too long after kicking off for the first half. Rashford's brought down by, I think it was Tim Krul in net, by a bit of a mistake from him. He gets brought down, and because of that, Rashford manages to go ahead and get a penalty, and obviously he just drills it home, doesn't he? Because Rashford drills on penalties like it's nobody's business. And then not too long after that, as I mentioned, 2 more minutes in, Martial gets a header, crossed in again from Mata. Let's not get too hyped about Mata, but what a fantastic game he had. Great idea to put him out on the wing today. Must have seen something from that right hand side, Ollie, when he was previewing the game, and thought, we have something here with Mata. So yeah, crosses in another great ball, and just rising like a salmon, Martial manages to get his head to it, bounces it in. Great header, something that we don't see too much from him. And yeah, just fantastic to see. Skipping now to the 76th minute, and that is our next goal, and it's just Mason Greenwood. Mason Greenwood finishing like a seasoned professional, honestly. Watch this goal. This guy is so young. 19 years old, I believe. 19, is it about 18 maybe? I forget, it feels like he's got Benjamin Button syndrome where he's getting younger. But yeah, no, just really good to see from Mason Greenwood, just looking like a seasoned professional. It's exactly what we need to see from the youngster. And yeah, just great all round to see. Just trying to think about that. Like I said, I've probably got the starting lineup. I've probably shown you that and stuff. The substitutions really worked well. Like I said, Greenwood was one of those substitutions that came on. And like I said, changed the game, but changed it in a different dimension, that, we kept scoring and kept on top and stuff. And that's what you've got to sometimes do. And that's what I don't think I've seen enough from Ollie. Overall, really happy with the game today. Like I said, we quietened down after that, but still, it's quieting down on a goal front. We were still constantly pressing and attacking. And they just looked generally like fatigued. Like before this, I watched the Arsenal match, and like Arsenal looked absolutely worked off the pitch today. Really did. Ended 1-1 against Crystal Palace and stuff, and Arsenal look absolutely shattered. Now that's to be expected. A new manager, new system, probably getting them to play a lot more different. Probably just absolutely tiring out the players in that front. But this is kind of what we need to see from Ollie. We need to see a little bit, just more like a plan B. We've said it for weeks now, months. Just a bit more of a plan B, something that's a bit different to us, and I can't exactly put my finger on it at the moment. I'll probably have to go back and rewatch the match, but just a fantastic performance from everybody on the pitch today, and that's something that we've not really said enough of. I think the static Matic in there, like I said, he was okay and stuff overall, but Fred, once again, tenacious, constant. He was doing a bit of a bleep hosery, should we say, in the centre of the pitch, but that's what you need to see. The guy looks confident on a pitch, and that's something that we've not seen in him playing. He's got these constant runner games, and I can't wait for somebody like McTominay to come back in full time on it. And just like I said, even somebody like Bailly, if Bailly could come back into the squad, get a bit of confidence about him, it'd be great to see some of these players actually playing with confidence. It would be fantastic to see. So fingers crossed for that in the near future. We've got a big game on the way up next. So yeah, I believe we've got the replay with Wolves, and then I think in the league we've got Liverpool. 4-0 from Norwich, like I said, it's hopefully going to do us some good. We're one of the only teams to take points off Liverpool this season. I believe the other team was Napoli, and I can't remember, flash it up on screen, whoever the other team were. But yeah, big result, like I said, what we're looking for. It was Aston Villa, sorry, it was Aston Villa in the Cup. Yeah, Aston Villa took points off Liverpool. But in the Premier League, I believe, we're one of the only teams to be drawing with them. And that's ridiculous. Honestly, how good would it be if we could win against Liverpool? Get a win, and absolutely just, even if they win the league, it's looking like it's going to happen. But if we win against them this season, even when they were the best, they only got a draw against us, and potentially you know, we get a win. That would be fantastic. Even a draw. I'd take a draw at this point where they are, where we are. Let's be realistic. But overall, from this game today, fantastic, fantastic result. And I just can't wait to see. Potentially, I might even do another video if we do a new signing. This is kind of a new concept of video for me, so I thought I'd try it out. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Who would you like us to sign? What do you think the result from the next coming games are going to be? And yeah, I'll hit you up again soon. Thank you very much. I've been Drakesy. See you in a bit.